Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Jason here at Signature Sports, and a pleasure it is to have you here live and in charge for a little Outcast Racing League Sunday afternoon action here. Live on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. iRacing, one of the best platforms for sim racing out there, giving you all of the speed. And the 24 hours of Daytona have finished up, so drivers are getting back into their regular circuits and what they're doing. So we're seeing increased fields this Sunday afternoon. Folks have gotten their rest and just try to enjoy their day. That's for darn sure. We are Kentucky Motor Speedway, one of the famed tracks that doesn't necessarily get all the credit that it's used to because, well, it has that tarnished past. But I think it's a great track. I think it's a ton of fun to drive as they go. Skokie Esports giving you race information today. And so 110 laps for the drivers. They're going to run 50% fuel, 4 sets of tires, 1 fast repair. Stages are going to be at 2550 at 110, 1 fast repair again. 2 attempts at a green white checkered, 1.46 miles in length. The traditional D-shaped oval. You see, turn 1 has a sharp bend in it, so it makes the corner entry for turn number 1 a little bit more unforgiving from time to time. So 78 degrees on the air temperature, 56% humidity means sticky tires, and some heat haze will be coming across that track as the cars start to heat up, and we'll start to see just what these drivers are going to be able to do here in just a moment. Qualifying is going to end up here in just a moment. Big special thank you to Amar, who's going to be a race controller out there today, running all the numbers as they get ready to find all the speed that they need to do. Average lap around here about 31 and a half seconds through some tire wear. Right now, fast lap 30.87. We're going to see what these folks are going to be able to do as, there's a lot of race line. Got to have a lot of patience, that's for sure. Brent, give us a like. What's up, Brent? Good to see you out there, buddy. Hopefully you're having a fantastic Sunday afternoon. Insomniacal is good to give us a follow on Twitch and Facebook. I believe you did on YouTube as well. Thank you so much. Perry, give us a like. Patrick, give us a like. Michael Mitchell, give us a like. Kyle Carter, thank you so much. Appreciate everybody out there being absolutely amazing. Good afternoon to you. Shasta, how are you doing out there, dear? Much love to you. Hopefully you're having a fantastic day as well. I love seeing you guys out there, and you find folks doing just absolutely amazing. I'm doing okay. Today's a good day, right, folks? That's exactly what we want to see. Good racing, ready to go. Doing good, perfect. That's what we like to hear. Yeah, it's a good day. Race grid brought to you by Amar. He's going to give you a good look here. Matt Redford's going to be your pole sitter today. Redford having a great season, being able to tackle these ovals. Learning a lot from his new teammates over at RBS. Chad Jeffries is going to be your outside pole sitter. Bud Shearer, one of the folks over there at RBS, is going to be inside row number 2 with Cam Dario to the outside as Cam goes and drives for my team, which is kind of cool. Team SE for Cam Dario out there, so we'll be rooting for him. But also remember, I'm just about as unbiased as you can ask when it comes to it. So even if one of the drivers on my team makes a mistake, I will say something. It's weird to think that, but I will do it. Christopher Pilo is going to be there, the number 15. Jeff Mayers in the 65 to his outside as we get ready to look at this next starting grid. Anthony Garland, Al Reed will make up row number 4. Josh Bromfield, Christopher Moise is going to be there at row number 5. Justin Reynolds, James Garland make up row number 6. And, of course, rest of your starting grid will look as such. Paul Vosberg, Mike Killenbeck, George Jewell out there. Robert Twisku is going to be out there in 16th spot. Joshua Benton, Brian Boyd make up the next set. Wyborn, Colton Manick, John Sponsler, Sean Burke, Preston Stripe, Ed Perry out there in the mix. Jamie Stripe out there in the number 13. Wayne Garland, Adam Kildare, Dwayne McMahon. Those drivers not posting any times, but it's way to Stephen Parker Hamilton out there, last driver in the field. Big field today, 29 drivers, as we will see who's going to be able to be the fastest over the long haul. Getting a snowstorm today and tomorrow, New Brunswick. I've been hearing that the snowstorms are coming across the upper U.S. as well. So if you folks are getting snow out there, make sure you be safe. Make sure you have all the things that you need at your location. If you have to get out in the snow, please be safe. We know that quite often that the biggest cause of snow traffic accidents is the fact that people are actually out in it. If you don't need to be in it, don't be in it. That's the way I say it. Well, all right. It's gonna be a good race. 110 laps should be pretty well into. It kind of depends. If there's cautions, it'll depend on the framework on what these drivers are going to be able to hold on to. Outside of that, 3 inches of snow has fallen here in over the last 5 hours. Yeah, that's a lot of snow real quick. And you are in Northeast Ohio. Well, Perry, be safe out there. Be safe out there. That's we got 5 inches a week ago, and came overnight. We weren't even supposed to get snow, and so you never know what you're gonna see, what you're gonna get there. So hopefully you folks stay safe out there. Don't get out in it if you don't need to. Make sure you have everything that you need. If you do, we're ready to go. Green Flag Racing, Kentucky Speedway, one of my favorites, because I picked this racetrack. We're going Green Flag Racing in 3, 2, 1. Only driving you do it from your. That's it. That's right. That's right. Redford out front, turn 1, very busy. Side by side for second. Chad Jeffries at 19, rolling. Can loosen to. Oh, already big wreck. You can. I was getting ready to say you can get on new tires. You can get loose off of turn 2. You kind of got to let them warm up. And half the field involved there out of 2. Brings out a first caution here real quick. All right. I kind of have to deduce where this is at. Oh, 15. Hooks right there. Got an Al Reed. Oh, 69 involved. A lot of drivers. It looked worse. It looked worse than what it was, even though, 3 drivers involved right away. Here's 15. We're going to have to go to the 15 on board here. 15 of Christopher Pilo here. And we'll just have to see. I think he just got free. I think that's all what it was. He had a good qualifying lap. Tires on the bottom side here. A little free. Yep. Snappy free. That's the only thing I don't like about this car is how snappy free it can be. So Christopher, he is coming out of pit road, and oof. A lot of drivers moving and shaking, trying to oof. Drivers stopping on the track, trying to 62. Something going on. Wyborn all the way around that one. Wyborn here. We'll go to the turn 1 cam. Let's see what happened to Wyborn here. Wyborn down low. Everybody going to try to avoid this, and then into Benton, into Mayers. Vosberg okay, looks like. There's Jewel right there. Looks like he is okay. All these drivers look to be all right. Oh, man. What a way to start the race. That's the only thing I don't like about this car is that the independent front and back section of these cars have a tendency to make them so snappy that they just they hook on you, and that right there goes to show he barely had any input on there in the 15. Comes back around. A fast repair for these drivers. They do have it. Benton coming in and out of pit road. Preston Stripe coming in and out. Ed Perry here into 33 coming off pit road as well. Christopher here trying to make it stick. 1807 on the I rating. Wayne Garland right there, the one-armed bandit. Redford still your race leader here. That looked it looked worse than what I mean. Of course, there were 5-6 cars involved there, but tell you what, that did look worse than what it was. So it'll be lights off of the pace car. We're gonna go back to it here, settling in. These drivers are gonna have to just take it easy. Biggest mover of the race right now, Stephen Parker Hamilton's gonna be up 11. Dwayne McMahon up 8. Jamie Stripe up 8 as well. George Jules gonna be up 4. Sean Burke here, the RBS Racing Machine, is gonna be up 6. Let's see how these drivers continue to work. Redford, ready to take him to the green flag in just a moment. Caution is brought to you by Dark Horizon Fishing. Give you all of what you need. Mark Redkin, give us a like out there. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. You guys aren't getting any inclement weather up here in Jeff, are you? Them cold tires, you ain't lying. That's yeah. Perry, you're absolutely right, and that's why I don't like these cars. I try to make sure that I like the cars, but I don't like that portion of these cars. They tend to overcorrect very quickly. Redford, Jeffrey, Shearer, Dario, Garland, Reed. That'll be your top 3 rows here. Tony Martin, give us a like. Not really. Perfect. Green flag. Bump from the 93 to his teammate. Cam Dario to the outside. Looking for the lead here. Right next to the wall. Jeffries up in front of Bud Shearer. Bud Shearer to the backside here. Takes over 4th. Redford to the bottom side. Holding on. Long look down the straightaway. Highline running. Jeffries to lead this lap. I'm sorry, Dario to lead this lap. Jeffries in tow. Cam to the second lane. Redford in second here. 33.85 for Cam Dario. Redford up in tow. Dario to the bottom. Al Reed. A little bit of nose damage on to number 3. There to the inside of Bud Shearer. Stage break is going to be the huge race line here. 25 is the lap we're going to here. Brian Boyd up 7 here. Trying to make the 78 stick there to the inside of Christopher Muis. Muis in the 99. Moving and shaking all over the racetrack. 30 cars on the race line. Sorry, 29 cars on the race line. And right now, everybody trying to make it stick. James Garland right where he started here. Anthony Garland in 7th on the high side. Side by side with Bromfield, his teammate. George Jewell inside the top 10. Rolling the corner. The bottom side. Reynolds to the inside as well. Justin Reynolds in that 7 machine. 12.94 working. Different race lines for the drivers. Tuisku back here in the 6 machine. Right where he started in 16th. Stephen Parker Hamilton at the 11 is going to be up 12. Lead Sim Racing looking nice and fantastic. Cam Dario off on the right side. Quarter-second lead for the time being. Redford in the corner. Cam, second lane running here at Kentucky. Drops into the streamline. 10 laps in. We are clean running right now. Garland off 2, try to make some things work. There to the outside of the 78. 78 running the McConey Setup Shop Toyota Camry. Drivers side by side. 37 of James Garland. Trying to pick his spots here. There to the inside of his elder brother. Tied off corner, lifts up the race line. Gets himself into the corner here on the front straightaway. 11 laps in. A lot of moving and shaking. Killing back at the 70. Right there. Redford in tow. Fighting himself off this corner here. Still trying to find his race line. His race line is right there in the same That same low line race line as what Cam Dario was running. Cam up on the high side, pulling a quarter second. Still around the same lap times. A little faster for Redford that time. About 8/100ths of a second. Right now, George Jewell running some fast laps. He is right behind the 84. Jewell in 8th, the 94. Jewell down to the bottom side, 4th gear. Seeing drivers shift already. Look behind him. Justin Reynolds. Cam, second lane. Redford trying to run him down. 13 laps in. The Taco Bell machine. Nice and calm in the corner. Redford, nice and easy into the corner as well. He's going to have a run here on the bottom side. Cam's going to give it to him, I do believe. Dario's going to drop back a little bit, keeps himself out of the wall. Chad Jeffries in tow here. A look at the camera here as they continue to work. Right now, Redford out front. Seen Redford lead pretty much every racetrack that we come to, at least at some point. 15 of 110. Jeffries to the back bumper of the 38 here. High line for the 38. Al Reed in 4th. Up 4. Redford to pull a 3/4 of a second gap. $16 of 110. They do stop for stages here, so that's going to be something you're going to be able to see. Boomer, thank you, Tony. Get him, Jewel, says Shasta. How many Canadians are run? Bud Shearer's running today. We got more than just Canadians in here. We've got a few people from the UK. A few people from, like Redford, he's from the UK. But he is a St. Louis Blues fan, so. Right now, Al Reed will be very strong here on this race line. Cam Dario utilizing a little draft package here, just trying to keep it nice and easy. Killingbeck moving. Sean Burke up 8. He's moving. He's the B in the RBS. Stephen Parker Hamilton in the 11, still up 13 as they continue to work. Paul Vosberg off 4, but he's just trying to take it easy here. Nice and easy race line as they get into the corner. 18 of 110. Cam Dario, whoa, to the inside of the 19. Chad Jeffries, 1.3 seconds the difference. Cam Dario in third here. As the drive on. Appreciate you stopping by. $19 of 110. Bud Shearer to the high side here. Chad Jeffries. Seeing that race line close up behind him. Is right now the 93 to the inside of the 38. 38's going to run high here. Chad Jeffries trying to hold on to that second lane. Bud Shearer will take over third. And right now, Cam Dario dropping back. Jeffries about to be under fire. Race adjustments to be made. Bromfield in that 5 spot. Tracking him down. A little bit longer on the run here. 21 to 110. Redford, 1.5 second lead. Jeffries trying to get faster here. Working on that race line. Cam Dario in the 5 spot. Off 1. Bromfield up 5. Sheer back where he started. Top 3 exactly where they started. And right now Jeffries having to get faster. At Redford on the front straight. At 3 and 4 are better for the 71. 1 and 2 are better for the 19. Bud Shearer to the inside of Jeffries. Whoa, a little door contact there for the two drivers as they get around turn 1 and 2. And a whole lot happening here. Cameron Dario to the outside behind Jeffries. Trying to keep the car out of that race line. Justin Reynolds there. Works that race line. Cam trying to have a decent race. Bromfield under fire. Reynolds there with his teammate. Matt Redford 2-second lead here, and the best racing's happening right here at second. Jeffries working that race line, trying to close off the nose of the cars. Not making any friends here at the moment. Trying to hold on to second. Stage points do matter for the series. It's a good way to find yourself in a bad way. 12 to the bottom side, 19 there. 12's going to have the drive off here. Corner exit, big for the 12. Bromfield side by side with Jeffries. Bromfield down to the bottom. 93 of Bud Shear there as well. 19 to cross over the 12. Going to try to cross over the 12. 24 of 110, 12. 19. Going to take over second. Bromfield trying to get back into it. Bromfield can have the drive here. 19 might try to slide up in front of the 12 here. This is your white flag lap for the stage. Bud Shear to the inside, 19. Having a battle. Matt Redford's going to take the stage here. Going to do so by 2 seconds. Chad Jeffries looks to be second, but he's not making any friends by doing it. Good racing so far, competitive as they come around. Stage win goes to Matt Redford by a ton. Little caution break. Refill your water, folks. It's about to heat up. A lot of drivers came to pit lane. Some of them taking fuel, some of them taking tires. Some of the drivers taking tires or saving a set of tires because tires, of course, limited here. Good run so far for a lot of the field. We're seeing drivers have some big moves right now. Parker Hamilton, your biggest mover of the race, up 15. Can't show the tail end of that car. It's funny, though. All right. We're going to go to lap 50, a 20-lap sprint to the end here. Let's see, to the end of the stage 2. Stage 1 to Redford. Stage 2 to be determined as they get ready to go. Bud Shear on the high side, making sure that he doesn't go too fast here. You can't, you got to keep a certain pace on the outside lane. Redford trying to sweep the stages. Gonna give it his best shot. Jeffries, Bromfield, Dario killing back in tow of the front two. Restart zone right here. Green flag. A little loose for the 71. Bud Shearer on the high side. Jeffries behind the 71. Dario to the middle. In tow of the 93. 3 wide here. As Dario shoots to the lead here. Caution comes out. Similar happened before. Trying to figure out where the caution came out here. I think it was down here. Does look like a few drivers were sideways in front of Al Reed here. Let's take a look. Ooh, it was the 87. Looks like the 11 of Parker Hamilton got into the back of the 87. That's Dwayne McMahon there. Let me take a look here. I think the 87, Dwayne McMahon, jumped the start of the race here. Laid back. Green flag went. They checked up. He went to the outside. I don't know if they're going to penalize him for that. The 11 into the 87 there. Up into the 3. 15 able to get in the brakes. That was interesting. Hold on. What's up, Maj? I'm getting a little. I've been with a race controller. I'm getting a little feedback on what was going on with the 87 there. Thank you, Mark. Appreciate the like, brother. Okay, I do not want to be a race controller. That's for sure. He's dealing with a lot. Much love to Amar for what he does. 11 gets the well for getting to the back of the 87. Redford choosing the high line here. I think on the restart. We'll see what happens as Bud Shear will be on the inside. Chad Jeffries will be there in second on the high side. Cam Dario in inside on row 2. New tires ready to go, that's for sure. Adam Kilday in the 14, now your biggest mover of the race. He's going to be up 15. He's going to restart on the high side as Redford tries to control the restart here. But Shearer not wanting to have an EOL. Give it a lot of room. Love it. How about it? Green flag. Cam Dario behind the 93. 65 of Jeff Mayers drops into the bottom side. 19 free on the high side. 3 wide again. Anthony Garland in that 4th spot behind the race line. Matt Redford about to be under fire. 4 tires for some of these drivers. The rest of them came in for a little bit of fuel. 50% fuel puts them in a short stint. That's for darn sure. 71. Very close to the 19. Oh, 19 to the inside. Not to the inside. Able to hold on here. Jeffries and Mayers getting turned. Chad Jeffries up on the wall here, holding on to it. Mayers goes back to 5th. Cam Dario to the lead. That was intense. Cam Dario out front, Anthony Garland in tow. Here's, I want to look at what happened to the 19 real quick. So hold on just a second. The 19 right here. No drivers, the race is still going on here. A little far chase here real quick. 65 goes to the inside. 19 was there, gets a bump. What's a 65 carrying that speed? Cam out front. Bud Shearer, tail end here. Went in and out of pit lane, so did Al Reed. Black flags aplenty, I do believe. Cam Dario in tow of the 93. Bud Shearer, try to make it work. Mark Creighton gave us a like. Thank you, sir. VIP Tires and Service, giving all the love out there. Thank you, sir. Cam, Anthony Garland, Sean Burke. Twelve laps to go on the stage. Cam will go to the outside here. Bud Shearer will go a lap down. Bud is still on the old tires. I think Bud had to serve an EOL, or had to serve a penalty there. So he's going to be trying to work with what he's got. A good lucky dog situation for him, though, because he will be able to get a free be able to be the lucky dog. So that's not as big of a deal. Al Reed might stay out for a free pass. He came and took some damage. Got some stuff taken care of. He was in his pit lane. Al Reed, past champion for the series. Maj, what's going on? Is Amar having a moment? No, Amar was doing a great job. Amar, I was asking a question about the restart when the 87 went to the outside. If they would consider that jumping, because I wanted feedback. I just wanted to know. Did a great job. Yeah, you definitely want to keep things. Ooh, caution comes back out. Redford involved. Preston Stripe involved. And a little shootout happened here. Cam Dario, your race leader, as the caution comes out. Matt Redford involved. Here's a look. Ooh. Ooh. Whoa. Oh. Parker Hamilton involved. Oh. 9 involved. Oh. Wayne Garland involved. Far chase for Redford. He got teamed up on this right here. 69 with a run to the inside. Just gets to the back bumper to the 71. 71. Locking up the brakes here. Oh, the 9. And the 84. Stopped in the middle of the track right there. That'll do it. He was just trying to keep himself clean. When you're in a dead stop and drivers are coming 150, 160 miles an hour around a corner exit, those things can happen. There's a look cockpit view here for Preston Stripe as he's coming around. Slowing down. Oh. Man. But your lucky dog comes back around. 42 of 110, saving those tires for the end here. Cam Dario, Sean Burke, Anthony Garland, Brian Boyd, Jeff Mayers, Josh Bromfield. These drivers ready to rock and roll. George Jewell inside the top 10. Adam Kilday up 17. Jamie Stripe's going to be up 11. As Stripe looks dang old fast today. Wayne McMahon's going to be up 9 to 87. Finding pace. Parker Hamilton. I tell you what. Where's the 19 at? He's, I think, is he back up? Oh, no, he's on pit road right here getting some damage repaired. Oh, I wonder if he had his fast repair checked. Oh, that would... I said earlier that Chad was not making any friends out there, and that was only because his drive line was very tight. He was racing everybody. I mean, he's racing everybody clean, and that was very impressive. So nothing wrong with what he was doing. Just he's not making any friends. Is the way it is. A great drive line going on. The top 10 have all been racing each other very clean. Now the lead that Redford had. That 2-second lead was insane to see. We'll see what happens with Redford here. He's one of those drivers that can do it. Now, we're about 6 laps to go in the stage when we go back to green flag racing here, and that means, we'll be 5 laps to go in the stage, I believe. I might take some tires. Yeah. That's understandable. Yeah, Jeffrey's coming around. He's going to be doing the same thing. Jeffrey's himself to pit lane. He's ready to go. Still think he has a little bit of right side here. Al Reed dropping the tail end. He's 3 laps down. Reed needs some good luck here. Wayne Garland here looks to be a lap down. Preston Stripe a lap down. Everybody else on the lead lap. So roughly about 26 drivers on the lead lap. Matt Redford, Bud Shearer. Bud Shearer is going to be here to the inside. Redford will drop to the back. But now, I tell you what, Bud Shearer might have an opportunity. He might have something here. He might have an opportunity. We'll see. We'll go back to green flag racing, completing lap 45. Will be 2x2 right now. As the 38 will be the inside. Sean Burke on the outside. Garland, Boyd 1-2 on the inside of row 2. Anthony in the 81. Ready to go. Boyd having a great day. Drivers picking up the field. Paul Vosberg back here. And the Mighty Warriors, Toyota Camry. I don't know why his... we have Dark Horizon Fishing on the back of that paint scheme, but I'm not quite sure why that little segment right there is still showing white. I'm gonna have to fix that for him, because I like to see this thing the right way, and we'll make it the right way. We'll fix it for him. Dario, Burke, Garland, Boyd, Mayers, Bromfield. Ready to be fast. Justin Reynolds came in on 31. Parker Hamilton in on 41. Took the fast repair. Tuisku's back here as well. Drivers on the lead lap. Bud Shearer looking to make moves here. We might be trying to be patient. He may be just trying to get as many points as he can. We'll see as he get ready to go. 44 laps complete this time by. We'll begin on 45. About 6 laps before the end of the stage. They got to complete lap 50. It's a whole lot of racing. Cam Dario to take the green flag. He's going. Clearly in the start-restart zone. Got himself in the best position possible. Half-second lead now. Drivers are going to have to get in tow. Anthony Garland second here. Burke to the outside for second. Garland back to the inside. Side-by-side racing to get in the corner. Burke trying to take over the lead. Sean Burke up the race line. Cameron Dario up and down. 5 laps to go on the stage. Second lane running 6/10 of a second as Anthony Garland tries to pull the outside lane, to pull the inside lane on the 95. Straight line drive, a lot of moving and shaking behind him. Luis looking in front of him, seeing what's going on with these drivers. He's in 9th. George Jewell behind him in 10th. Got a driver to the inside. Adam Kilday try to make moves here. George Jewell, second lane, into the throttle. Caution comes out. That'll end your stage. Even Parker Hamilton, Jamie Stripe, Tuisku involved. And Dario. Big stage 2. Says he thinks he's pro. Caution will come out once again. About this, I think there's a 3 or 4 wide situation here. Take a look. Even Parker Hamilton down to the bottom side here. Killing back there as well. Trying to rejoin the traffic here. He was down below the yellow line there. Then a killing back. Our chase. Let's back this up a little bit here. Killing back stays on the bottom line here pretty much throughout the back of 2. Out of the corner. I'll read. Try to make some things work. Coming back in tow to the 13. Down into the bottom here. Rolls the bottom. Keeps the bottom. Little net coat sends the 13 at the race line. His tires are hooked on that yellow line. Stays there. 70 there as well. It's free on the bottom side here. 70 there in that lane. That yellow line right there. A lot of drivers involved. Cam coming off pit road. Barely able to run the tires on that. Couple of cautions in between all of that. So Cam Dario for sure will be your stage winner here. Al Reed waiting for the free pass segment here. Get him to get a lap back. I do believe Preston's going to be waiting for. So he's going to be your lucky dog. Wayne Garland right behind Al Reed here. Might be waiting to come to pit road. We'll see. Preston Stripe will be back on the lead lap. Tell me what you think, folks. What do you think? Want to hear your opinions. You got a train ran him? Yeah. He did. Oh, you're talking about the 71? Yeah, he sure did. He sure did. Parker Hamilton Getting those repairs taken care of. Tuisku on pit road as well. Redford back to pit lane. He's getting some damage repaired. Was he involved in that last one? Clean car here. He must have been. Max, thank you for like. Oh. What happened there? That was unfortunate. Oh, Tuisku. Tuisku was involved in that, and then Redford. Oh, right there. Here's what we see. Cockpit view. Yeah, right here. He sees that. He stays low, and then all of a sudden, oof. That'll ruin your day. Redford on pit lane. Cam Dario out front. Sean Burke ready to go. If Mayers took tires, he's going to be the first with 4 fresh tires here. Coming back gave him plenty of room. How much more did the guy want? Yeah. In my opinion, when you put yourself below the yellow line, especially when you're straddling the yellow line, and you need to rejoin the traffic that way, and this goes for super speedways, this goes for all tracks, and it's not taking a jab at anybody. It's just kind of the sense of things. Make sure that you, if you know you can't take that next corner at speed or in the right way, you're gonna have to brake, give up a little position, be able to find the toe in there, get that position back a little bit later. Reed and Garland gonna get the free pass. They're gonna get some time back now. 51 of 110. Shasta watching the race and the football game. I like it. Well, we know the NASCAR rule, the single yellow line or the solid yellow line means you shouldn't drop below it. That's the NASCAR rule. My opinion on that one is, there should have been some different joining now. When Mike was on the front straightaway, came down all the way to the bottom of the yellow line because that lane was free. That's why I wouldn't want to be a race controller. Just got to call it the way it is. 38, 95, 78, 37, 99, 65. Not pointing fingers, not poking at people. Just want to make sure that, we get some opinions out there that aren't mine. Ready to go? We are. Start restart zone right here. Green flag. Brian Boyd in the 78, ready to go. 2 and 3 wide. Bud Shearer up in the mix once again. 93 ready to go. There's the 37 of James Garland. Has Bromfield there as well. Bromfield, new tires, ready to rock and roll. How long can Cam Dario hold on to it? Because he's got new tires behind him. Yeah, I agree, Maj. That's where I was kind of getting at there. All right. Cam really hasn't had a chance to run these tires off, so that's probably why he didn't change it. Now he has an extra set if there were to be anything at the tail end of this one. Cameron Dario, Brian Boyd in second there. Muis in third, up 7. 99 rolling with the 93. Whole lot of moving and shaking here. 3 wide as James Garland as the 62 ready to rock and roll. Justin Reynolds back here that they're getting tied up. No caution. No need for a caution. They're not sideways. Justin Reynolds on the high side, slow on the race line, trying to wait for the drivers to get down, get back up to speed. That car all but almost destroyed. Parker Hamilton. Caution will come out now. Justin Reynolds involved. Slow off the race line here. This is where the caution gets thrown out. Oh, or Chase is with the 81. They're three wide here. Anthony Garland in the middle. As his teammate to the outside, or I think that's Benton right there in the 69. Ooh. Oh, they get into each other. Oh, they get into each other. 55 gets into the 81. Just a little bit there. Just a little bit. And it's George Jewell. Tried to stay out of him there. And then, of course, Justin Reynolds now with massive right side damage. Unfortunate. Strong car all night. DJ, thank you for the like. Appreciate you. Folks, tonight, Dirt Anarchy Series gets rolling back again. We're going to have some dirt track racing. Going to be fun. That's going to be about 6:30 Central, 7:30 Eastern, I believe, is when it gets rolling. Somewhere around that mark. All the good things. If you commit to the below the racing line on these tracks, these 1.5 mile tracks, I think that you've got to make sure that you can stick it and make the pass. You know what I mean. Bank had a good run there. There was no reason for him to have to worry about that. Tuisku's going to be your lucky dog here. He'll be back on the lead lap now as he comes around. Jewell into pit lane. We'll have to serve an EOL anyway. Anthony Garland coming in as well. He's getting some of his right side taken care of. Killing back on pit lane right now. Tuisku coming around. Jamie Stripe into 13. Back here at the tail end of this one. Be a lap down. Al Reed still working on getting a couple of things to happen. And Cam Dario, Boyd, Bud Shearer, Moise, that'll be your front two rows here. Bud Shearer ready to rock and roll. Now, Bud does have a few lap fresher tires, so Bud might be able to take over the lead here. We'll see when it comes to restart. He will restart behind the 38. Interesting. All good things, though. All good things. Good stint of laps led for Matt Redford. Anybody else topped that? I don't know if Cam is going to be able to hold on to the lead for the entirety of the rest of this one. Even though we have that, give that faith that he didn't run as hard on those tires because of the couple of cautions. 6th caution of the race. First stint, 1 caution, and they went really hard. Second stage worked really well. Now we're getting to that third portion here. Everybody trying to jostle for position. They know that they need to have good track position, especially when it comes to a green flag pit stop. They will need that. If they can get a green flag pit stop in here, we're talking about 25 to 28 laps, I would think. 28 to 30 laps for these cars before you really want to start thinking about pit road before the end of the segment. Some of these drivers give it on 48 just for fuel only. Wyborn in the 62 came in with tires, so he's moved up a few spots. He's going to be up 13. Sean Burke up 17. The 95 has been able to work here, doing a phenomenal job of getting himself in mix. It's good to see Sean out there in the RBS team. Folks, remember, go out there, SigEsports.com. Make sure you go and get yourself a wonderful t-shirt out there. Wanted to make sure that I put that in there. I have a button for it, but it's not working. Lots of things aren't working right now. Like my starting grid, it kind of irritates me. It used to be able to rotate through them, and now it's something different. So, go check out the merch tab on the website. I'm going to start updating the schedule this week. Actually, tomorrow I'm going to spend a lot of time working on the website to one, get the rest of the merch up there, get the Chop Shop Racing T-shirts up there, get all the racing flags that we've had in the past, and make a few more mouse pads and things of that sort that are all in my interest. So we'll see how that works. 38, getting to the start-restart zone. The Geico restart zone, ready to go. 38, ready to rock and roll. Bud Shearer takes over second. A little fresher tires on Bud Shearer, so he might be able to play dividends here. They can stretch it out here a little bit. They'll be all right. Drivers working through the field here. Wayne McMahon of the 87. Still ready to work. Paul Vosberg on the high side. George Jewell involved in something here. I think he looks all right. Late model painter, what are you doing out there? Thank you very much. Parker Hamilton. A lot of drivers having to stop. George Jewell involved here. Something happened to him. Here's a far chase look here. Paul Vosberg there as well. 84, Wayne Garland up into the 80 or into the 55. Little left rear damage for the 70 or for the 55, 70. Unable to avoid that. Wayne Garland here. Kind of want to look and see what kind of run they had here, because he's there to the inside of the 70. Third lane here. It's in the corner. Oh, the 55. He wasn't there, and then he was there. It was more of a racing incident. I don't think Wayne should be penalized for that. Paul Vosberg in on pit lane. 87 in on pit lane. Mark, what do you say, brother? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Thank you, sir. You have a Twitch, too? Sweet. Didn't know you had a. I didn't even know you. Everybody has Twitch. Everybody has YouTube. Everybody has Facebook. Come on now. What do you say, Mark? Good to see you out there, brother. Good to see you all out there. This is the race that I picked. 7 cautions. See the 13. Get back on the lead lap. He's going to be your lucky dog. Jamie Stripe coming around. Big reminder there, folks. I picked this racetrack because it doesn't get enough attention on the platform, and I love to see. I'd love to see good racetracks still be used, even though they may not be in the NASCAR circuit. I think this is a good racetrack. You know that I think Kentucky still runs trucks or Xfinity, one of the two. I have to look that up real quick. I want to be accurate in my information. I don't think the Cup Series is going to run there. Yeah, I don't think they run any races right now. Speedway Motorsports owns it. 2019, Kurt Busch won it last time NASCAR ran there in 2019, so 4 years ago. That's a shame because it's a great. I think it's a great racetrack. I think when they talked about it being one of the crown jewels of the racing surface, or of the NASCAR circuit, back in what was it, 2011? I think that's when it opened. It's when it got its first race in there, and they only ran, 6 or 7 years there, and then closed it down. I was hoping, even as an early NASCAR fan, or early in my NASCAR fandom career, I would say as an adult, it was as an adult. Hell, I'd been an adult for more than a decade whenever they announced that. It shows my age. The Kentucky Speedway just always had good races, especially for the Truck Series. The Truck Series could have some of the best races of the mile and a half track circuit, because this thing is so wide. Those trucks could almost draft in the corners, and I wouldn't say make it like a super speedway, pretty much in the grand scheme of things. 93-95 on the outside, 38-78 on the inside. Wyborn and Weiss are going to be up there as well. George looks to be okay. Wanted to take a look at his left rear damage here. Jamie Stripe back on the lead lap, so he's going to be trying to make some things happen. Ed Perry here in the 33 right in front of him. Hillingbeck trying to make pace. Dwayne McMahon still up 7. Biggest mover of the race still Adam Kilday. He's up 15. Take that back. Sean Burke up 18. He is in 4th. Everybody ready to go? It's 38 on the inside. 93 to maintain pace, maintain a certain speed. Weird. Start restart zone coming up. Cam goes. Dario, 78 up in a Bud Shear there. Moise having a check up hard. 99 to the bottom side. Bud Shearer dropping back here. Oh, tied off the race line. Got him very much disrupted in the corner there. Big 3 wide back here. Mayers in the 65 on a head of steam here. Joshua Benton in the 69 working it as well. It's a 14 of Adam Kilday trying to make some ground happen. Brian Boyd to second here. Full second lead right now, but for how long? Cam Dario out front, 65 of 110. They need a green flag run to settle things then, because the more that they push, the worse off it could be. Right now, Colton Manick in the 22. There's a little forward love happening here. Cam Dario 1.2 back, or 1.2 ahead right now. Bromfield, Sean Burke going places. Bromfield to the inside. 95 of Burke. Bromfield not clear, a little free on the corner there. 65 trying to go places as well. James Garland back here side by side with the 65. Burke getting a little love tap from the 37. 37 to the inside. Gets up into him, goes around. Caution. Taps him and then touches him. James Garland going around. There's Bud Shearer in tow in that same spot. 37 gives him a little tap right there. And then goes out of the gas, into the gas, to the inside, and then comes up into him. 95 gave him all the room he needed. Cam Dario out front. Boyd, Muiz, Wyborn, Bromfield, Mayers, Benton, Jeffrey, Shear, Kilday. That'll be your top 10. George Jewell still trying to work back to the front. Al Reed will be your lucky dog. He'll finally get one of those laps back. He needs it. Al Reed, still my favorite driver. I have good drivers. I like my team out there. Try not to be biased and root too hard for them. But those who know, still a fan of Al Reed. Tom Burke to pit road. Ed Perry to pit road. I believe Al should get the lucky dog here. He should have been your lucky dog. There he goes. Yeah. Excuse me. Beep, beep. Coming around. Beep, 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 beep. Beep, beep. Let's go. He just needs one more of those. Just one more. Good looking race car. I'm a fan. All right. Check on these drivers here. Dario Boyd, Moise Wyborn here. Wyborn up 15. Brian Boyd up 16. Bromfield in the mix. '65, Jeff Mayers will have an opportunity here. Bud Sheeran, 9th. Trying to hold on to... Well, he's not salvaging anything. He's doing a great job. There's nothing wrong with what Bud has going on. This thing needs to run out, and it needs to run green. If it runs green, then we're going to see some good moves. There's Vosberg here. Came in, got a little damage repaired. 168. It would be a little... We have different drivers on different strategies, different lines, different things happening here. Go lights out on the pace car this time by. Take that back. One more. My math is not mathing today. Best of the best, Kentucky Speedway. Giving everybody a whole lot of fun, that's for sure. My top engager list on Facebook came back out. I'll go through the list. Thank you very much, Brent Patterson, Angela Diggs, James Madaru, George Beazell, Chris Moise, Braxton Clark, Ricky, thank you very much as well. Mr. Grahalva, thank you. Brianna, Jesse Whittington, Chase, thank you very much as well. Scotty Newsom, Michael Mitchell, John Hammond, Brandon Porter, live, thank you very much for being so awesome and being my top engagers out there. I like that thing. I like that you're able to use it. I think my dog just got beat up by my cat because the dog is being a pain in the butt. All right, we're ready to go. Posting that up as we go. All right, we're ready. I'm ready. But 40 laps to go here. At least a pit stop away. I don't think they can make it in fuel. I don't think that's a possibility here. In fact, I know that most of them can't. Cam goes, green flag. Dario in the 38, Chris in the 99, Brian in the 78, Bromfield back here in that 4 spot. Free off corner exit. Bromfield to the bottom side. Most laps led to Cam Dario. Now I do believe he's solidified that. 15 trying to move back up the field as well. Lots of drivers trying to make good moves here. George Jewell in the 55 trying to get back up front. And a top 10 car all night. Bad situations happen. Gilday still having a phenomenal day. Up to 16 spots. Still trying to make some lines work. 22 to the front side. 19 of Chad Jeffries. Still trying to make things work as well. Give it a 48. Took tires then. Oh, everybody going around. 65 involved. Driver still wrecking back there. George Jewell involved. Possibilities having... Here's a look. What happened? Back it up just a little bit. Here's the 62. This is Wyborn here. Gets free. We're driving the corner. Gets free. Nothing that Benton can do there. How did it not... Ed Perry, Sean Burke, Dwayne McMahon, Preston Stripe, James Garland. The top 5 here. Bud Shearer, Chad Jeffries, Cam Dario, all of them pit road. Tires, fuel. Ed Perry, your race leader here. Casey out there, go Cam, go Jewel, go, says Shasta. Good old Taco Bell killing it. He is trying to. Paul out off the pit lane here. George taking some of that right side, getting some of that right side damage taken care of here. Don't think it messed up the tire. I think it mostly just hit him square right there where the passenger door would be if this was a personal vehicle. This is a race car. That happened from 6th or 7th there. Ed Perry, your race leader. Preston comes to pit lane. McMahon comes to pit lane. Sean Burke will take over second here. Came in for tires and fuel on 68. James Garland out there as well. Wayne Garland there is in the mix. Bud Shearer trying to make some things happen. 93. Ready to go. I think Bud's working on the same set of tires. If he's not, then he's got nowhere. Chad Jeffries came in for fuel. Drivers try to make it on fuel to the end. Chad able to rebound here, and we see the 33 try to put some heat in the tires. I'm going to let him have at it. I'll be right back. I got to get this done real quick. Apparently, I had myself muted there. My bad. Oh, that was awesome. Oh, I'd love it. All right, Wayne Garland down in the Bromfield there. Got free off the corner exit here on that higher side. Just looped it here. Goes down into the 12. Nose damage for the 84. Little rear damage for the Bromfield there. But Sean Burke able to take over the lead on the restart there. Let's, I don't want to go back here. Burke, when the caution comes out, had made this awesome pass on the outside. Took the line right there where he needed to. He had a good run out of the corner. Had Perry try to hold on to the bottom side. Not really up to speed yet. And then the caution comes out. Sean Burke, the race leader. 10th caution of the race. Caution came in on 78. Garland had to jump to pit road, so Wayne working on the car. County Thunder's back out there. There's Mr. Sponsor. Wonder why it didn't change on this end. Let me see. You change it on iRacing. Got to be able to have it. All right. Change some stuff out here. Let's see if it works for him. Does it still say it? Does it say Thunders? It says Thunders. There it is. I fixed it. He changed it on iRacing. The way it goes, right? All right, lights off of the pace car. We're ready to go. Going to be green to the end right now. Biggest mover of the race, Ed Perry. 22. Right there with Sean Burke, who's up 21. Kentucky, usually a great racetrack. It usually runs very smooth, very clean. Today, just a little tire issue. They can't get the tires warmed up, and if you can't get the tires warmed up, you can't get into a solid run. And if you can't get into a solid run, well, cautions breed cautions. It's just kind of the way things have been and things have worked. Still a lot of drivers still out there trying to make some things happen. Vosberg, George Jewell, 13th and 15th on the inside. 15 is going to be in 14th right now. Killingbeck inside the top 10. Muis there as well. Manic up 12. He's going to be in 8th. Benton still working on that top 10, up 10 in 7th. Still looking. Matt Redford out of the race. Stage one. 95, ready to go. And Perry leaning on it just a little. Green flag. James Garland, third here. Will slide up in front of Bud Shearer. .38 trying to roll there with the 37. 93 carrying the corner. 19 of Chad Jeffries in the mix now. James Garland holding on to the bottom line. Right behind Ed Perry. Front straightaway. 38 to the bottom side. Bud Shearer, a little loose for the 38. 19 right there with him. Bud Shearer 3 wide. 19 to the bottom side. 37 into the 38. 38 to the bottom side. James Garland having a little bumper car situation going on there. 3 wide. Gets into the 19. Caution. Chad Jeffries involved. Jeffries rebounding from the talent there that he had, just getting in and out of the throttle, just trying to make things work. So all starts way back here. 19 had a good run as Cam had an issue there at the bottom. Here's the 37. This is somewhere around right. This is a lap after the restart here. 37 has the 33 right there. Stays the lane. 38 right there with the 93. Oh, a little touch from the 38. Incidental 38. 93 had a good run though, and was able to make it clear. 3 wide here for the 37. 93 or 33 touches a little bit there. It was that was a little fishy situation. 37 went 3 wide there on corner exit. I was surprised he didn't go 3 wide before then. Bud Shearer has a great run. 37 there to the center. 33 coming off the race line. 37 still there. 37 into the 93. James trying to hold on to it here. Gets himself high on the race line. Drops back in. Down to the bottom. Comes down to the 19. And just nothing there. It's Tuisku, little net code. Sean Burke, your race leader. Bud Shearer comes into pit lane. Goes ahead and takes some tires. Now, Bud hasn't taken tires in a minute. So imagine how fast he's going to be with new tires. Burke, Dario, Benton. That'll be your top 3. Forgive the overlay. It decided it was going to do the 25 lap to go weird thing again. May spend some time tomorrow redoing all of the race overlays. John Burke having a phenomenal day, up 21 spots. Benton's going to be up 14. Colton Manick in the 22 up 16. Brian Boyd up 13. A big dig. Make sure you stick around after the race. We're going to take all the folks we have out there watching. We're going to go over and raid somebody. We'll do it on Facebook. We'll do it on the old Twitch platform as well. Like, don't have enough followers to do it on YouTube yet. So, but once we do, or subscribers, we don't have enough subscribers yet to do it on YouTube. But once we do, we'll do it there too. We'll start doing that a lot more, so that way we can continue to show our appreciation to the communities out there, the gamers, the streamers. Be a ton of fun. Burke, Dario, Benton. Benton with some nose damage there, the 69. 22 trying to make some things happen here as well. Season 4 points look as such. Killingbeck has a win. He's going to be top dog right now. Redford does have P2 locked in. George Jewell third in points. Sean Burke fourth in points. Chad Jeffries fifth in points. Justin Reynolds has a win as well. Sits himself fifth in points. It's looking pretty darn fantastic. Bromfield seventh in points. Trying to have better luck. That's for darn sure. He's in 14th right now. Tie for ninth in points. Moise and Ed Perry. Johnny Thunders eighth in points right now as these drivers look to make some ground here. Burke, Dario, Benton, Manick, Boyd, Garland. Jewell inside the top 10. Reed right there as well. Vosberg's going to be looking for some race lines. Johnny Thunders there at the back. A lot of drivers trying to make up some ground from some of the issues that were going on earlier. Different tire strategies all the way around this place. 23 laps to go this time by. 11 cautions. One for stage. Had two stages, but stage ended right there at on the end of stage 2. Caution ended that stage, so stage 1 was ended on a caution, so didn't end on a caution, did end that way, so they're gonna be good. Benson ready to go. Green flag. 95 up the race line. Dario in tow. Benton to the bottom side. Burke, Dario, Benton. Second lane for Dario. Going down the back straightaway. 78, Brian Boyd down the race line. George Jewell right there to the outside. Big checkups for the drivers. 22 laps to go. Joshua Benton in tow. Cam Dario looking for the 95. Don Burke out front. Big moves. Al Reed. Paul Vosberg looking for a top 10. Got Bud Shearer in his mix here at 99.81, 93 to the outside. New tires for Bud Shearer. He's fast without them. Imagine what's going to happen now. Cam Dario to the front. Working the outside lane. 95 to the bottom. Cam Dario, fastest lap of the race, 30.88. In tow of the 95, down to the bottom. Mike Killingbeck pulling his fastest lap of the race, 30.92. Dario to the inside of the 95, side by side, out of the throttle, 38, second lane. Cam to drop in. 95, second lane, fast lane running, 70, right in tow. Sean Burke to cross over. Drivers playing catch up. Al Reed in the mix. Pretty wide. Bud Shearer on the outside of the 22. Cam to battle on the outside for the lead here. John Burke on the inside. Dario second lane, pass on the outside. 95 back into the throttle. Exit clean for the 95. 17 to go. This isn't over between the 95 and the 38. Mossberg in 13th, working the high side here. 22.99, 22 to the bottom side. Manic inside the top 10. George Jewell in 5th. Trying to get around a few drivers here. Brian Boyd is right there. Bud Shearer up in the mix as well. Jewell to the bottom. 93 of Bud Shearer running the high line here. Good run off the back straightaway. Brian Boyd to the bottom. Bud Shearer to the outside, trying to make passes. Long run speed, 16 laps to go. Bud Shearer trying to go from the caution, comes out. 15 laps to go. If you saved a set, you're going to have a set. Parker Hamilton, Jamie Stripe involved. They were side by side here. 11 was there to the inside. One more look at this one here. Big run for the 11 here. Was there to the inside. It's up. 13 comes down a little bit into the 11 there. Cameron Darrow, your race leader. And right now, considering what Bud Shearer just did in the course of just a few laps, will Cam stay out? Maybe hoping for another caution. 2 attempts at a green-white checkered here. Bud Shearer in 5th. George Jewell's going to be in 6th here. Killing back in 4th. Burke right there as well. Drivers coming to pit lane. Benton and Cam Dario stay out. Sean Burke, everybody else goes in. A lot of drivers heading to pit lane right now to get that fresh set. If you're in the front, you made your bed, you're going to lay in it. That's what I'm seeing. Bud Shearer made some of the better passes on the high side. James Garland getting the lucky dog here. Still finds himself a couple of laps down. All of these new tires getting ready to try to apply some pressure to all these drivers. But a reminder, new tires aren't always a good thing. You go for the win, do you go for a good finish? And right now, if I am Cam Dario, I am looking to control the restarts. I'm a little nervous. Team cautions here. We go back to green flag racing. We'll have 10 laps to go. And if it runs green, we see a lot of drivers making moves just not used to seeing. Kentucky can be a fun racetrack. Sometimes it just happens. Sometimes the racing just goes this way. There we go, lights off with the pace car. But Shearer ready to go. Killing back there as well. Outside line has to watch it. Sean Burke there. First with new tires. Dwayne McMahon of the 87. In the mix, Preston Stripe in the 9. Pulls the corner. Bromfield in 6th. All eyes on Cam Dario right now. We'll have to control the restart. And just watch out. Oh, a lot of cars ready to go. These cars in. Start restart zone coming up. Approaching the Geico restart zone. He's going. Gonna need all 10 of these laps. There's a stampede behind him. 4 wide. Into the corner. 93. Bud Shearer. Back to 3 wide. Nine laps to go. Killing back to the outside. Bud Shearer in 9th. Bromfield to the bottom. Oh, the wrecking. 21 involved. The 6 involved. Back into the caution. 13th of the race. New tires, chaos. 6 is free. Up at, in front of the 21. 60 involved. 21 looks all right, though. We might be able to still compete here. We'll see. 6 was free. New tires, not always a good thing. Cam Dario needs another restart like he just had. Chad Jeffries, Tuisku, Johnny Thunders into pit road. Brian Boyd trying to work. Ed Perry up 21. Sean Burke there in the mix. New tires for Sean Burke. He's the one that really benefited from that. Lucky Dog coming around, 37. Should put him back on the lead lap, I do believe. 15 back in the mix. He's off one, ready to go. Benton into 69. Still holding on to that 4th spot. Over to the cars here just to see what folks have. I still got to fix that. I do have to fix that. It bugs me that it's white. It's supposed to be black. You can see the logo there. It bugs me. Cam's had a good race. Even if he doesn't win this one, still good race for him. Substituting for Mr. Grajava, who is up there on the open trail for the United States Army. So he's having a good weekend. $38, $81, $33, $95, $69, $15. He lights off on the pace car this time by. They'll settle in 2 by 2. Before laps to go. Plenty of time for these drivers to get themselves in a groove and finish this one on a high note. Cam Dario came in on 74. That's what he took tires. John Burke on 97 with fresh tires out there. 23 lap fresher tires. Talk about what the 38 needs to do here. Again, controlling the restarts, the biggest factor of leading right now. Right now, he needs that too. $81, $33. Burke at the 95, Benton in the 69, killing back there as well. These cars in. For restart zone coming up. Geico restart zone. The timing has to be perfect. He goes free to the 81. And Perry gets a good line. .38 needs the drive off here. Burke to the inside, 3 wide back here. Sean Burke closing the door. To the bottom side, trying to go to the lead. Huge run up the race line, 33 up. High line for the 33. Caution comes back out. We'll have our first attempt at a green-white checker. Preston Stripe involved. Sean Burke will restart behind the 38. If I'm the 38, I'm choosing the high line on this one. Because then you're keeping Sean Burke behind the 33 of Ed Perry, who has old tires just like he does. Control the restart. Caution comes out. Wayne McMahon up 18. And for a few more here. Here's Johnny Thunders back here. Stephen Parker Hamilton still looking for a few more laps. Won't get enough to get back on the lead lap, but we'll work that. Two attempts at a green-white checkered here, folks. I believe Cam is going to commit to the high line here. It does look like whenever he comes around. We watched Redford do it earlier, and it worked out for Redford. When it came to getting to that stage, it was a good run for him. Stage 1 belongs to Matt Redford. Stage 2 to Cam Dario. The end of the race still to be determined here. It means that Cameron Dario from the outside will pull Anthony Garland with him, giving Anthony Garland a shot at a top 3 here. .38 elects the high lane. 33 is going to be there on the bottom. iRacing rules mean that you cannot pass before the start-finish line on this racetrack. As far as on the inside lane. So the restart to be controlled by Cam Dario. And Perry had a good run going on there. He's got about 11 lap pressure tires than Cam Dario. But Cam can control the race line here. Stick it out. With the white flag. Possibilities here. 38, 33, 81, 95, 70, 69. He's defending here. That's what he's trying to do. .38, 33. Start, restart zone coming up. Green flag. Bud Shearer to the bottom. Al Reed on the high side. And caution comes out again. One more time around. Look at the positions and see what happens. I believe. George is taking a beating back here. Tuisku free off the corner. Same thing happened before on the high side. He's down, gets into 55, 22, 21 involved. Unreal. Let's see what happened to Tuisku to make him free there. Third gear. Fourth gear. Shifted into fourth gear and it broke free on him. George Jewell down to pit lane. 22 down there as well. Colt Manick. Paul Vosberg, I believe, had to jump to pit lane. No, he came to pit lane on his own. Colton there. Tuisku in. Preston's in, Jamie's in, Parker Hamilton getting the lucky. Should have gotten the lucky dog, I do believe. He didn't get collected there. No, maybe not. All right, Dario, back to the inside he goes, I would believe. Kind of the way you look at it. So it puts Anthony Garland on the outside of him. Ed Perry behind him. Burke would be on the outside. And the way that it's been looking, Cam just needs to get himself into the race line. Always checking, and that's something that that you kind of, when you don't come in, like what happened with Dario here. Made his bed, kind of lying in it. Ed Perry did the same thing. Anthony Garland doing the same thing. Benton in the 69, he's still up there inside the top 10 after all of that. He came out on 74. He loaded the 15th, still inside the top 10 as well. Lots of drivers try to make moves here, try to do great things. So, like I said, if I'm Cam Dario, I'm inside lane this time. Puts the 95 on old tire, behind old tires on the top line. Ed Perry will be there to the inside. Different race line, different battle, but if caution comes out, he wins this race. He doesn't have to defend himself for the lead. His tires have cooled down. His engine speed has cooled down, and this is the entertaining factor of all of this. He knows that behind him there are new tires. Bud Shearer, ready to go. Bud's fast. He is mad fast at this racetrack. Thinking about it, he went from 18th to 5th and then went to pit road to get new tires to try to do it again, thinking that maybe they were going to get another longer run. And Bud Shearer just absolutely was smoking people on the outside. He's up to 8th now. Started 3rd in this race. Wayne McMahon, the 87, having a good rebound night. Muis is still just off 1. He's a top 10. Be consistent for his weekend. Paul says, go get him, Cam. Shasta, thank you very much. George there to the inside. All sitting on pit road, getting his stuff taken care of. He took a hard lick there. Today's race, go 81, says Wayno. Today's race shows less patience than I thought would be for this racetrack. Mile and a half racetracks are all about patience and driveline. Slow in, fast off for Kentucky. A little flatter in the banking, but it's still got speed. Anthony Garland with an opportunity for a top three if he can hold on to it, but he's got hungry drivers behind him. .38, 33, 81, 95 laying back here a little bit. Not up on the 81's bumper. Start restart zone coming up. Geico restart zone. Cam, first gear. Going. Killing back to the inside of the 95. Cam Dario enter the corner. Gonna need to do what he can to hold on. Can they do it? Ed Perry to second. Anthony Garland in third. Killing back Burke, fourth and fifth. Burke dropping back. High side run. White flag waves. We're going to get a race. 4 corners for Cam Dario. 2 of them down. Killing back to third. Al Reed in tow. Tuisku, Bromfield wrecking. Final 2 turns, straightaway away. Cam Dario holds on with a whole lot of luck and a whole lot of defense. He's going to win Kentucky. Perry second, killing back third. Al Reed in fourth. Anthony Garland finishes inside the top 5. Burke and Shearer and Burke 6th and 7th. Bud Shearer, fastest lap of the race, last lap, 30.81. Bud was coming. He was ready to go. Cam Dario comes in to substitute, finds himself a new team. And puts this one to bed. And we'll burn it down. Lane choice was crucial. If there was no lane choice here, Burke had him. Big shout out to Amar. Today was his day. He had a lot of cautions to deal with, to contend with. That's your qualifying results there, folks. Let's go to your race results. Cameron Dario is going to be your race winner today. 38 finds victory lane, and they were coming another couple of laps, and this was running green. Another couple of laps, and Cam was about to be swallowed up. Ed Perry had a great day. P2 finish. Mike Kelly back doing the same thing. Good to see Mike up there. He having a rebound day. Today was Kentucky usually runs so much smoother. Today just couldn't get it. They couldn't get into the groove. Al Reed in fourth, Anthony Garland in fifth, Shearer, Burke, Pilo, Muis, and Brian Boyd inside the top 10. Jeff Reese, George Jewell rebounds to 12th. Garland, the James of the type, in 13th. Benton in 14th. Dwayne McMahon, Robert Tuisku, Johnny Thunders, Josh Bromfield all the way to 18th. Here's the rest of your race results, folks. All the way down to Matt Redford, who had just a rough start. Got himself a stage win. unfortunate circumstances for him there. Let's talk to him. Let's maybe talk to him. Hold on. Why am I an admin? Where's my channel at? Oh, broadcast. There it is. The channel moved. We'll have to fix that. Oh. Everything's kind of moved all over the place. It's what a race. We could finish. All right. I don't think they can see. Cam, you got me? Well, you came in to substitute. You found yourself a new home, new team. You had to control the restarts. Congratulations, race win.
Liv Moss. I like it.
I tell you what, I'm sitting there calling. I'm like, he's got to choose the outside lane here. He's got to choose the inside lane here. If he doesn't, you knew drivers had new tires behind you, and you chose to stay out. Bunch of cautions later. Here it is.
Yeah, Sean was gonna come if I didn't go up there. He was gonna follow me, you know what I'm saying? So he'll get us not the best restart, but he'll get a good restart behind me, and then he would have just tracked me down. But yeah, that was fun. Thanks, boss. Appreciate it.
Cam, somebody wants Cam's PayPal. Hold on.
My PayPal.
Yeah, hold on. It's on chat. Late model painter. I want Cam's PayPal. That's Mr. Creighton.
Creighton. Mr. Creighton. Okay.
Cam's hired.
I'm hired.
That's what Paul says.
Paul said it.
That's it. Paul's the team.
Paul's my teammate.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so is the 55 and Joseph. Yeah, man. This was fun. There's a lot of cautions, but that was fun.
Kentucky usually runs a lot better. I just think that, after that first stint, we slow down, we get into the cool down, we put new tires on, focus on different strategies, just different things running. Kentucky's a confident racetrack for a lot of drivers, but today I think some overdriving, some overconfidence happened. That's my opinion, and I'm sticking to it because I picked this racetrack because it's a good competitive racetrack and it can drive really well, no matter what manufacturer. And Cam, you had to do some work. I mean, that first stage, you were falling back.
Oh yeah, I center every lap for the first 25 laps, 25, 30. I was just sending it in there just to see how far I could. You know what I mean? Like if it was exactly how it was at the end. But let's switch the roles. Let's say I'm, Sean, and I got to get up there. So I was just trying to take the time to see, just the limit of what I could do. Because it had been a while since I've been in Kentucky. So it was kind of like, I was just trying to see, you know what I mean? Just playing around, just having fun like we're supposed to.
Mm-hmm. It's a game, right? Simulator. It's a quote unquote simulator. Yeah.
Man, it's real life, dude. What are you saying?
Well, you came out. You joined Team SE, which is awesome. I welcome you with open arms, of course. That's always the big key. But you show up and you had to do some work, and you did a phenomenal job. Did you get a win already this week?
Yeah, I might have. It's just because Jupiter and Saturn, I think, might be aligned or something. It's got to be. Next week, we'll see what happens next week. But let's hope it just keeps on going. I know Andrew's not a part of this one, but you see, he's always in my mind.
Yeah, right. Well, I mean, you do have some great drivers. I mean, you've got the RBS racing team in here. You've got Al Reed, who's a threat to be fast. Matt Redford is always fast. So
is that who was in the 71?
Yep, that's the 71. He's
Yeah, that was going to be fun.
he's a threat at any race. Al Reed is as well. Killingbeck, who was third behind you, he's a threat. You got a lot of talent in here. Just today, just didn't work out for a lot of drivers, and it's it can be frustrating with a lot of cautions. But at the end of the day, it's
It's fun.
it's
all
be
fun.
and it's got to.
I mean,
it's mile and a half are patient tracks. We can't just send it.
you send it with 2 green white checkers. You send it. That's what was fun about it, because that's what made the cautions fun at the end. Because you're like, okay, all right, is this guy gonna catch me, man? Do I? But like that one time, I didn't take tires. Did you see that? I didn't take. Dude, I went 50 laps, no tires, none. Still boogieing. So I was just trying to.
That's what Bud Shearer was doing. Bud went
Same as me.
Yeah, he didn't get tires until lap 84.
See, I got into Bud on accident a little bit. I think on the front stretch. Tried to say sorry, but I don't know if he heard me.
Yeah.
So he hears me now. I know, Bud. Sorry, Bud.
Bud'll be okay.
I hope so. Hey, man, this is fun. Am I the last one? Do you only talk to me? There's other people to talk to, right?
I got to talk to Mike Killingbeck. He's down there.
Man, get him, dude. That's the guy.
Come on, Cam.
You'll see me next week.
Give you shout outs, brother.
Well, first of all, thanks for the ride. You're the boss now, so appreciate you, man. That's cool. I appreciate the heck out of all of it.
I'm gonna have
appreciate these guys.
I'm gonna have to throw Taco Bell on your paint scheme now. That's a real thing.
I want that on my hoodie. That's merchandise right there. Live Moss Dario. That's it. Live Moss.
All right, man. Get rest of your shout outs, brother.
Family, friends, everybody comes to support, watch out, everything, and the drivers, obviously. Thanks for allowing me to come race with you guys and be a part of it too. But yeah, we'll see you next week.
It's week 3. Got a lot going on.
I'm excited.
That's awesome. Cam Dario wins it here. 78 was coming for him. They were coming. No lie. You guys were coming. He just had to have the control. But speaking of control, we're going to talk to this guy real quick. Mike Killingbeck, another one of my favorites in this series. Mike, you had a duck, dodge, dive, dodgeball, and then find yourself in third.
Hey, here we are again, man.
I love it.
Here we are again. Yeah, I had a terrible qualify, and the first half of that race was very tough. But I don't think I even placed in the first 2 stages. I think the second stage I might have got 11th. But I figured it out about halfway through, and just tried to hang in there. And what do you know?
I mean, you guys had you had Cam's number if it runs longer than 3 laps. And he knew that coming in, but you had to work. And I was watching through the field, and of course I silently watched my favorites. You guys always do. I've known a lot of you for the better part of the 2.5, 3 years that I've been doing this, and when you see a track that is supposed to be competitive and fun and kind of just relaxing, that's what Kentucky is to me. It's supposed to be that relaxing racetrack that, everybody likes it, but most leagues don't run it because it's not on the NASCAR circuit anymore. Folks just get out there and just do what they do. Today it seemed like it was just more trying because folks were trying to get rolling.
Yeah, it was tough. I mean, I was surprised. I really was. I thought like you say, I thought it would be a little bit more relaxing. It was a tough track. I mean, you had to really be careful, and especially going into 3. I mean, you could, if you didn't hit it right, you'd go up high and you could hit the wall or take somebody out. So it was definitely challenging, and I didn't get a lot of practice in. But no, this was not an easy track today. It was not easy. It was tough the whole day.
But did it make it fun at the end whenever you had a shot?
Oh yeah, I mean it was. Quite honestly, I was surprised I was up front at the end. I actually had to use my fast repair about halfway through, and unfortunately, I think a couple teammates took me out. But it seemed like at that point is when I kind of nestled in, and then I think a lot of the guys who were faster at the start of the race, they started dropping out. And I don't know what happened, but I had that last set of tires. I changed with about, I don't know, 15 laps to go. And after that, it became, it was fun. The whole race was actually fun, but it was just you had to concentrate a little bit more. That's all.
You know what? It works out in the end. Mike, you had a great finish. Congratulations. Give you a shout out to my man.
Thanks, man. Well, just my teammates, obviously, and again, the Garlands, Anthony, Wayne, all the Garlands for putting this on. It's fantastic league. And my teammates with Elite Sim Racing, Al Reed, Rob Twisku, Stephen Parker Hamilton, and Josh Benton. They're great guys, and they really helped me out here. And hopefully we'll jump up here as a team. I think we were down like 21 points or something like that. But I think we had a good show here. So thanks to them. And, hey, Jason, thank you very much, too, for putting this on and for broadcasting us. I appreciate it. You do a great job.
I try my best. I do. Now, I know that I have a stake in all of this when it comes to having a team in here. Still, regardless, I care. But I picked this racetrack for this reason because it can be a fun racetrack. And this was the one race that they said, "Hey, Jason, pick a racetrack." I was like, "Well, you don't have Kentucky. Let's go. Let's go to Kentucky." Maybe.
No, it's fun. It's definitely fun. It's not a brainless race. Like, you have to concentrate. It's total concentration. So, no, it was a lot of fun. It really was.
Oh, it's going to be even more fun when we go racing next week. Mike, much love, man. We'll see you next week.
Thanks, brother. We'll see you.
That's the man, Mike Killingbeck. It's going to be a good season. Michigan next week. That is going to be a fun race. Michigan is a good racetrack. You guys had they had their hands full, but at the end of the day, it's just competitive racing, and I can get frustrated just like everybody else because I seriously just want to see everybody run clean. Ed Perry finishes in second. I don't know where Ed is. Ed there. It's down at the bottom. Hold on. Let me move him to me. Ed Perry gets a P2 finish today. Got to talk to you, man. Got to talk to you.
Oh, hey, how's it going?
No, hey, you finished second.
No, race can. Amar told me he was gonna that I would finish second today. I asked him. I said, "What happened to the winning it?" And he says that you're just gonna finish second. So I don't know how you did it.
He called it. There was a lot of good racing going on there at the end. You were having a time restarts. You were having to figure out who was going to be where you needed to be. A couple more laps, you probably take the lead from Cam. We were talking about that as well. I know there was a lot of drivers behind you that had fresher tires, but it seemed like you were able to save on the restart, not barking those tires, not trying to get too upset in the corners. But it was a work day for you.
Yeah. This track is all about those tires, and that's what was my job is to save the tires as much as I could. I'm really sad that we had all those cautions. I believe I had the car to beat if we didn't have those cautions.
Yeah, I would have put. Of course, I'm a little biased on Cam. I think Cam early on, overran his tires, and he said he was trying to do that on purpose to see, kind of what the car had because he hadn't ran Kentucky in a while. And I was like, I get that. I would put you here. I would put Matt Redford here. I'd put Bud Shearer here. There's a stable a handful of drivers that I would call the top five for sure.
Absolutely.
As far as today's race and what we saw today, I like Kentucky. I think it's a great racetrack. I think it needs to be reopened and reran again. I
do too. I believe Kentucky is a driver's track. It's all about throttle control here. If you stab that fuel too soon, you will spin it, or you're gonna develop a push later on in the race. But it's all about those tires here.
And something that is considered about this with this next gen car, I think Kentucky, without the bumpiness of Atlanta, runs like old Atlanta. As far as the driveline goes, now it doesn't have the quad over in the front. But as far as the corners go, it runs into the corner.
You are exactly correct. That I loved Atlanta, the old Atlanta, and I absolutely love this track. Like I said, it's a driver's track. You got to really conserve your tires and be there at the end, which is what I was trying to do this whole race. I got
Ed,
to congratulate Cam. He ran a good race.
you just had to
I
control
can't
the
take anything
restarts.
from him. He had us.
He had to control.
that?
He had to control the restarts. I'm sitting here.
Yeah.
I'm like, choose the high line. Choose the high line. Okay, now go low. Now
All right. Yeah. Every time I had to start second on those restarts, I told my teammates, man, I really hate this. Second was dead. You're a dead duck at starting second on the restarts. I would much rather start third or fourth. Actually, third or fifth.
And that highline restart is kind of touchy with iRacing right now. It's very sensitive on the buffer on what you can do. You can't keep level pace with them because it'll black flag you.
I figured that out. Actually, Jason, it tells you the speed. If you're 56 miles an hour, you could be neck and neck with the driver with the first place.
Mm-hmm.
If your car does 56 and it's telling you to do 55, even though you don't jump before the leader, you're gonna get that black flag because you were at 56 miles an hour when the flag came out.
Mm-hmm.
You've got to be below the 55. I believe I'm the only driver that didn't get a black flag on those restarts. Yeah, that's what I figured out.
But that's a shame.
It is because you are behind the guy but what there's, I understand Jason or, iRacing's point of it is if you're lagging back and you're at 57 and the leader's at 55 on the green, you just, you're lagged back a little bit. I understand the way they set it up.
I get it too, but NASCAR allows them to be side by side as long as the nose doesn't go past the tire. It's the way it goes.
Correct. You're absolutely correct on that. But when it comes to this iRacing, you got to keep your car at 55 or below.
Or whatever the posted speed limit says on the outside. That's crazy.
That is correct. That's correct. Doesn't matter where your car is. You could be nose and nose. I did not push it when I was sitting second. I didn't want to be. I didn't want to push that limit, but that's what I figured out was you just got to be below that posted speed limit when the green comes.
Well, I'm not pushing too much. Ed, give you shout outs, man. Congratulations, of course. P2 finishes, nothing to sneeze at.
Yeah, I got to thank OLR for putting this on. Thank you for broadcasting it. And then my sponsor, Jaws Towing, out of Sedona. Got to thank them for throwing me a little bit of cash to do this.
That's what matters. Money.
Money. Yeah.
All right, man. I'll move you back down to general. Congratulations once again, brother.
All right, thanks, Jason. Bye.
Always. There's Ed Perry. He wins or gets second. Mr. Bailey, thank you very much. I appreciate you. Johnny Thunders gave us a like as well, folks. Cam Dario comes out, has to work for a win, but gets it, and does a pretty darn fantastic job. Congratulations to him, and thank you to all the folks out there. Dirt racing coming up here in just a little bit, folks. It was a ton of fun to be able to get out here and call this. I'll see you here roughly, I think about an hour and a half. I think that's what we're going to be looking at. So we'll see you very soon. I've got to get prepared. Be good.